Hello, and we're back again for Psalm 23, probably the most well known, if not the favorite psalm of many a Christian. And since it's so familiar and so beautiful, I'm just going to make 3 points and then I'll read it. The first one is that in the Hebrew, the very middle of the psalm, in the very middle of the psalm are the words, "For you are with me." And so all the peace and serenity and then joy as well that are described because the Lord is our shepherd, have that fact behind it all. The Lord is with me. And that personal note there too. The Lord is my shepherd. It's not this general concept of God caring for his people. No, God cares for me. The second thing that I wanted to point out is in verse 3. Why does God do all these wonderful things? For his name's sake. It's not because I've earned it, I've deserved it, but simply because that's who he is. He's the God of all grace. He is the Lord. And the final thing, the only other note that I really wanted to point out is just kind of a neat thing, more so in the Hebrew. In verse 6, it's translated, "Goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life." The Hebrew word there is actually pursue as well. So when you think about things that are chasing you, pursuing you, usually that's a negative context. But because the Lord is with me, and because that's just who he is the God of all grace, what pursues his people? What pursues the person who puts their trust and hope in him? Goodness and love. And if you're going to be chased by anything, how great it would be to be chased by those. So then, without further ado, let's hear Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I think one more point is this is often a psalm shared with a loved one or a family member, a friend who is on their deathbed. In that passage, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. On the deathbed, how easy it will be for our conscience and the whispers of the devil to try and scare us, thinking of what our deeds have deserved, and wondering how it's all going to end. No, for the Lord is with me because of Christ and what he has done for your salvation. Even though you go through the valley of the shadow of death, there's no evil to fear. Heaven is your home. Again, just that beautiful ending. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Wonderful psalm. Hope you enjoy it as much as I do, as much as many others do. See you again for our next psalm, Psalm 24.